Good morning, everyone, and good morning from Italy, where today we are at Gardaland. Beautiful entrance area.
Yeah, so far I really like it.
Yeah, like a big waterfall sign over there. You've got their adorable mascot spinning around in perpetuity in this fountain. Gardaland is a park I'm excited for. They've got two dark rides here I'm really excited to check out with Jumanji and corsari, which is their pirate ride. They also have a bunch of roller coasters, some B&M's roller coasters, and I'm just excited to spend the day. Park's open really long hours too. It opens at 10, it closes at 11, so we'll have plenty of time to see and do everything as long as we don't melt. It's going to be about mid-90s here in Lake Garda today. All right, let's go check out all the rides and all the other fun at Gardaland. Jumanji the Adventure is the park's newest attraction. It's new for 22, and it's a big dark ride. The dark ride's like on a motion base. Really fun ride. It's themed after the most recent Jumanji movies with Kevin Hart and The Rock, and it stays pretty true to the films. Really cool pre-show where it like sucks you into the video game, and then I really like the ride. There's screen stuff in there. There's large-scale animatronic stuff in there. Really good.
I really liked it too.
Oblivion the Black Hole is another one of the newer roller coasters here. This is a big dive coaster with sort of an outer space theme. You get a great view from that turnaround platform. You can see them going through a big inversion now into an airtime hill. Yeah, one of the highlights of this one for me is that view you get from the top. Also at the end, there's a really good slow inversion that you don't normally find on roller coasters like this. This is another one of the more modern roller coasters here at Gardaland. Go by the name of Raptor. It's a B&M wing coaster. And not one of the bigger ones, not one of the faster ones, but it is pretty fun. I had a good time on it. It does a good job with the theming and the near-miss elements, and which I think really help make these rides. You're going to see us run through this burnt-out tree. I am not 100% sure on this attraction's theme. It definitely has some sort of post-apocalyptic kind of theme. Went over my head. And they have a really cool station too. This ride does have on-ride video, so if you want to get a video of yourself on the ride, it has that option. But yeah, this is a winner. The entrance to the Atlantis section of the park is amazing. More fish people holding swords and dolphins. And I think I finally see the ride. And we have made it. This is a water coaster kind of ride. The theming level is immense. Like, it's so cool. There's 2 lifts and 2 drops, I think. Haven't quite been on this one yet. Whoa! Yeah, it does not look like you get very wet, which is good. I'm not really a water ride guy, but I'm a themed ride guy. And this definitely fits the bill. You can see the other lift all the way in the back over there. Yeah, this ride is just fantastic. I mean, look at that statue. The statue like 30, 40 feet tall. Well done, Gardaland. This is great. Blue Tornado is the park's Vekoma SLC. It is a rough ride. I'm not normally the biggest fan of these roller coasters anyway. I was happy because I've ridden them, all of them, and they're in America. And I'm like, okay, I don't have to ride these anymore. Then I remembered, oh, I might travel overseas, and they might, still be a thing.
And they are.
And they are, and it was not good. This one was actually worse than the normal ones in America, because normally the ones in America end right there. This one goes down and has an extra helix, so there's even more pain involved. And there it is, the extra helix. More time for pain. One good thing, a lot of the ride is over like a tiny lagoon of water, which makes the pain at least kind of pretty, right? This roller coaster is Mammut, the park's very well themed mine train roller coaster. We're in the queue now, so I'll tell you how it is in a bit. Shooting into the sun a little bit, but another view of Mammoth as we're trying to go into the station. Better hang on to my hat and glasses. Seems like it's going to be the wildest ride in Gardaland. So Mammut, really, really fun. A triple lift, well-themed mine train.
A very long ride.
Yeah, and not a super kiddie ride either. Like, some of those helixes, you get moving pretty good.
I love the ending.
Oh yeah, there's a big mammoth. It's great. Going down the final drop there, the park's log flume. It's known as Colorado Boat. It's got a couple of drops. Goes through the woods. Also, it gets to be about the surface of the sun hot here in Italy during the summer. So probably good that they have a couple of water rides. This does look like, if I had to guess, like their trough was either repainted or replaced at some point, because that's in pretty good shape. Now I think the people getting off this one do seem pretty wet. So this doesn't look like a little spritzer of a log flume. This looks like a pretty soaking log flume. Jungle Rapids is the park's River Rapids ride, and from the amount of boats they have coming in, looks like it puts through a really good capacity. Which, man, it is 1,000,000 degrees today, so that would definitely help. Not a water ride guy, so I'm going to skip this one out, but I'm tempted. Here you can see a little bit more of the River Rapids ride, and really well themed.
Yes, very, very well themed.
Like in a temple that's falling apart. I think a part of it you go through a volcano. Gardaland has a whole section of the park dedicated to Kung Fu Panda. A wonderful photo up here with Po the Panda. The largest attraction in the Kung Fu Panda area is Kung Fu Panda Panda Master, which is a spinning coaster here. I think it was built by SBF Visa. And it's weird because there's definitely some dampening in there. And so you spin a little bit and then you kind of stop. So in that aspect, the guy that's been a lot of spinning wild mouse coasters, it's definitely one that I have not been on yet. So that was kind of neat, a little bit different. Not as nauseating as other ones. I love that it has the character design in the back of the cars. I think that's really snazzy. Let's see who's going to be on this one. Ah, the baboon guy. This does have not a great capacity. We were in line. I clocked it at around, doing some simple math around, it's putting through around 240 guests an hour. It consistently has one of the longest lines in all of Gardaland. And this section of the park doesn't open till noon, so definitely either buy the fast pass for it or get here right at noon. But even that, like I got here at noon, went right to the ride, and I still waited about 40 minutes. The wonderfully named Mr. Ping's Noodle Surprise is the park's teacups. And this, I like this a lot. This is good.
I like the noodles that you get.
Yeah. And then the pictures. One thing that's super weird, in the Kung Fu Panda area, the restaurant it's hamburgers. It's not open today, but that just seems like a weird choice. Like you do Mr. Ping's Noodle Shop or a dumpling place, but no, hamburgers. Here's the park's drop tower. It's known as Space Vertigo. And I find it interesting because at the top, it goes into like a little house, more or less. And that's interesting. A couple of the ones in Europe do that. And then you hang it up there for a bit, and then you drop it. For the best view of Gardaland, I think I'm gonna have to go up in this spaceship in the space theme section of the park where Oblivion is and Space Vertigo. This is not a super common ride type anymore, so definitely want to hop on. All right, we're now on the flying island. Get a cool view of the surrounding area and the roller coasters. Good look at the river rapids down there. Unfortunately, now I'm looking at an SLC. Here's the mine train. You can see it. It's crazy to think of just how close to those houses Gardaland is. They are right there. So we're making the turn. You can see the beautiful Lake Garda. As people get ready to drop on Oblivion. So you can see them go right down. Get ready for it. Get ready for it, and down they go. Oh, those two coasters are going to be very close together. All right, but there you go. That's kind of the view from up here. That's the theme park side. Now here is the pretty side. Look at that. That's awesome. Wow. Unfortunately, just doing theme park stuff while I'm here in the Lake Garda region, so I'm not really going to get to enjoy the lake as much. But yeah, that looks really nice. I think my favorite theme section of Gardaland is the Fantasy Kingdom. Incredibly fanciful and cartoony. It's go see what's inside. I love these fountains. It blasts from one to the next, to the next, to the next.
It's great.
All the way down the line. And then the centerpiece of this land is a big tree. Inside is an attraction called Magic House, which I think we're gonna have to go on right about now. Also on the right is a kids train ride called the Funny Express. And into the house we go. So we're going in, we're going downstairs. We made it to some sort of a holding corral. The plane monorail thing that goes around this side of the park, that's just wonderful. This is also fantastic. Look at all the animatronics.
Look at the sheep and cows.
And dogs.
Oh, they raise up.
Oh no, there's a wolf. Oh, this is very cute. I really like this area. This one is. I think it might be this treehouse lookouty thing. We'll find out. I'm now inside the tree, and it's wonderful in here. The brooms are doing like the Fantasia thing. There's a very happy duck or chicken. On the next level up the stairs, I think the dragon dude's taking a bath, and this cat is hanging on, or else he's gonna fall into those bubbles. All right, this is indeed that lookout area at the top. Didn't know there was that fun stuff before you got there. You could get a cool view of some of the park's roller coasters up here. The whole design of this area of the park is wonderful. Kind of gives vibes from like Toontown at Disneyland.
Yes.
I also love the trees as you're entering or exiting the Fantasy Kingdom. Right in the middle of Gardaland, you'll find an upcharged water park, and it's the Legoland water park. Not an overly large water park. They do have a mini land, which you can kind of see over there, and that's always fun. I'm not sure exactly how much the upcharge is. Looks like there's probably 2 slide towers in there, and some other kind of fun water park stuff. I do like how they have the park's mascot made out of Lego. That's really neat. Here's one of the main slide towers for that Legoland water park. See some tube slides, some body slides, long lines. Here's some more look at the Legoland water park. Got a big splash fortress area with a tipping bucket. And of course the Legoland water park has to have a big Lego shop where you can spend all kinds of money. Also got some decent air conditioning in here, which is not the easiest thing to find. Oh, look at the Mario stuff. Right next to the main entrance of the park, you have one of the main kids areas, and that is Peppa Pig Land. It's not a full theme park like we have next to Legoland, Florida, back home. Looks like that line is to meet Peppa herself in Peppa's house. That's very cute.
That is really cute. That house.
Whoever designed Peppa Pig Land seems to have gone to the Toy Story Land school of don't build any shade.
There's a little shade with that cube.
Yeah. But it's filled with small rides, especially for the little ones in here. Like this little boat tour.
That's cute.
That is a very cute ride. I think the train ride's probably my favorite thing here in Peppa Pig Land.
Is that Daddy Pig driving the train?
I don't think so.
No, Daddy Pig's over there.
Yeah, Daddy Pig I think has a bottle of wine. Oh, that is wonderful.
Really cute.
All right, there's also a balloon ride. Yep, Daddy Pig, he's got one bottle of wine in his hand, another one in his bag.
Hi, train guy.
I wonder if that operator saw me filming and just like, I'm gonna send it.
That's what I'm guessing happened. Yeah.
Well, that was very nice of them. And there's the balloon tour. And that's it, they're Peppa Pig Land, not overly large. There's also a playground. In the very back of the park, a simple spinning boat ride named Peter Pan. The farthest ride in the back of the park is Ortabuco Tour, which is this kids or family roller coaster, and it's like a giant wacky worm. It starts over there, it ends over here. You can see all these happy people on it.
And it's with fruit around?
Yeah,
I think it's like the hungry caterpillar trying to eat the fruit.
And there's giant anamorphic fruit all around the ride. I had a good time. There's a giant happy pear. Here's a kid's ride you're not likely to see in America. This is called Super Baby. And there's cars and jeeps, animals, a Cinderella carriage, a cow. There's so much different things that the kids can ride on. Yogi Bear?
Yeah, that looks like Yogi.
A happy caterpillar. I think this ride is also called Super Baby, which, man, that's an interesting name. I think you go on a bone seesaw with that dog?
I think so.
This is a thing. Kind of feels like an older area of the park. You've got a wonderful playground. And then look at this. It looks like it's for some sort of, I'm guessing, a kid's train ride. And oh my gosh, the character design. It is so awesome. Look at that. Man, that's a carousel and a half. We got 2 floors. Very traditional, but very, very pretty. I love the sea dragon out in front of the train station. There's a kids section towards the front of the park where all the attractions are themed to the Gardaland characters.
Look at the seagull riding them.
Yeah. That ride's really cute too. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
You got their Tony the Tiger kind of guy on a little kid's pirate ship first, so that's adorable. All right, the panda bear and the dragon are over here with some sort of canoe ride with a snake.
I think it's a Viking style.
Oh, all right.
I think that's what it's supposed to be, Viking.
It's adorable. And then the dragon is again over here for a plane ride. There is a pirate section of the park, and it is really well themed. Like, this is awesome. I don't think it's a show they're running anymore, but I believe this area was used for a show at one point. A giant, like, full-size pirate ship next to another pirate ship. This is great. Well, this is kicking the pants. Here's the entrance to Corsari, which is their Pirates of the Caribbean style boat ride. The ride I was most looking forward to in the park, and it's closed all day.
And it's a 98 million degrees inside. You need indoor ride.
Oh man, this is, I mean, rides break, it happens, I understand. I just wish it wasn't the one I was looking forward to most in the park. That's a bummer. Found this area of the park. I have no idea what it's used for. I would guess maybe this was like an old entrance, and they built a new entrance that handled the crowds better. But it's really pretty. Like, kudos to their landscaping team, it looks great. This big Aladdin building here is home to a coffee bar that serves some drinks as well. And then there's also a restaurant in there. A kind of a cafeteria style restaurant. Really cool building. There's a lot of like little themed areas of Gardaland, even like things with no rides or anything like that. Aloha Beach looks like a kind of a snack bar slash, I guess they do cocktails and stuff as well.
Yeah, it looks like frozen drinks.
And then you just have this, not an area like you can go swimming in. Maybe it used to be used for a show or something, but it is really pretty. I believe we're looking at the back side of the Jumanji ride. So that's one way to hide a show building, make it really pretty. Oh, I guess maybe you could walk underneath that waterfall and get soaked? Molly, I assume 44 Gatti is some sort of Italian TV show.
I don't know, but I love their characters.
Yes, and they actually do a circus-style show here and a meet and greet with some of the characters. Cat in the yellow shirt, probably my favorite one. As far as restaurant names go at theme parks, this is top-notch. The T-Rextaurant. I don't think the T-Rextaurant is open, but man, that's a great name.
I also love the tables.
Yeah.
The tables look so cool.
Very, very cool. And the big like bronze mural. Like a lot of theme parks, they've got an Old West area. Let's see. Oh, look at the gift shop. Lots of plushies of the park's mascot. Lots of them. Of course, with Gardaland being in Italy, they've got to have multiple gelato stands, and they look good. Molly, what do we get here?
Cherry.
Cherry, how is it?
Really good. Very creamy.
Which is good, because it is
A million degrees.
about 1,000,000 degrees.
I almost got a hot dog and then I was like too hot for any hot food right now.
I needed a little snack and figured out we're in Italy, get some pizza. Doesn't look like the best pizza, but for theme park pizza, looks pretty solid.
Yeah.
It was €6 for this salami pizza.
We've seen these all over the park.
Look at the dog!
He's so cute.
Yes, I got my own beer necklace here at Gardaland. $7 for the first time, $4 refills. Hopefully it'll help me beat the heat. In the Wild West area, there is a saloon with old-timey saloon doors, and it looks like it's a pizza restaurant.
Looks good pizza.
Yeah, it does. But of course, if it looked bad in the pictures, that would be troubling.
That's true.
Gardaland has a lot of entertainment, and a lot of these like smaller shows that'll be performed on stages like this. But unlike, you know, theme parks, you would think of a lot of the entertainment runs 5, 6, 4 times a day. A lot of these only run twice. It is dinner time, and we've been pretty hungry. We're gonna eat here in the medieval castle because that looks fantastic. And look at this food. All right, it's gonna be a good meal. All right, so dinner time here at the castle. Mine was about €15. Big old cutlet, some potato wedges. Got a Schmucker beer. Molly's looks really good. The steak. Served with a Heineken, that was about €17. So I love that all the meals come with a small beer. That's wonderful. One roller coaster we will not be riding today here at Gardaland is the Sequoia Magic Loop, or Magic Adventure. It was one of the few SNS Screamin' Squirrels that were ever built. These were notoriously not good rides. You're riding like a little wild mouse car with 4 people, go up there, go to the end, and then hang upside down, and then flip right back.
Sounds good.
It's like, it would have been interesting for me to try just because there were so few of these that were built, but there's no way that ride would have been any good. All the videos I've seen of it made it look just awful. One good thing, at least it's got a kind of a cool sign, and you enter through a tree. Over here you can see like there's no informational signage, and like cars are all wrapped up. This one, I think this one's probably done. Some interesting theming touches it had though. It's time to end the night here at Gardaland. It's been a long, hot, and wonderful day. And in this Arabian Square area, they do a projection mapping show at 10:20 in the evening. At least on the day we're visiting. The largest show theater in the park is the Gardaland Theater right in the middle. It shows a show called the Gardaland Awards. Right now it's running twice a day. Didn't get the chance to see it, wanted to, because it's a nice indoor show to break up the heat. Would have been a good time, but just I was over to the Sea Life Aquarium, which is nearby, checking that out. Show looks good. It looks like it's a big indoor show. Now over here to the right, this is a different show venue. This one years ago was home to a dolphin show and has not been used in many, many seasons here at Gardaland. At least that's what I've been told. Over here in the Wild West area, there's an entrance for something called the Foresta Encanta. I'm guessing this is like an old attraction or maybe a haunt. If you know what this is, let me know in the comment section below. This is a very interesting piece of merchandise here in the Oblivion gift shop. They have like a cocktail mixing glass. You hit the button and it will mix your drink on its own. I guess probably for like protein shakes and stuff like that too. Would I use it for cocktails? Absolutely. I do always enjoy seeing what kind of merchandise parks have. Like, I can't think of another park I've been to which has like playground balls with all the different rides on it and the characters. I think Oblivion has some of the better coaster merchandise too as far as the shirts go. I can't say I'm a big fan of this one for Raptor, but it is very different. But I like the one for Oblivion. There's a really cool themed medieval gift shop selling all kinds of stuff, and it's in like a faux castle. It's interesting because there's not really like any medieval rides, just the medieval restaurant and now this gift shop. But it's really well done. Here's the type of souvenir you will not see in an American theme park. You've got Gardaland ashtrays and the Atlantis ride ashtrays for that as well. You can also buy like ceramic plates with the characters on it or the ride on it. I like it. This might have to come home. One thing that's not cool about Gardaland, every queue you go into is just graffitied. You can kind of come to Gardaland and count the number of phalluses you find. It'll be quite a few. The Gardaland exit tunnel looks so awesome at night. Really kind of a cool kiss goodnight to your guests, this crazy light up LED tunnel. You definitely got a couple streams that are busted. And that will do it for our time at Gardaland. I had a really fun day at Gardaland. A very hot day. It was so hot that day, but I had a really fun time. I think my key takeaway from Gardaland was just how pretty the park is. It is a beautiful park with tons and tons of great themed areas. I love the incredibly fanciful Fantasy Kingdom area. I love the area back by where Atlantis is. And I thought the park had some really excellent rides. I would say my favorite attraction was probably the Jumanji dark ride, a wonderful modern dark ride like that. Cool ride system, some great animatronics, some cool fun scenes. But I enjoyed the roller coasters as well. Oblivion and Raptor were probably my two favorites. Definitely not that Vekoma SLC. There was a couple rides I did forget to mention while recording the video. One of them is this little monorail that was in the back of the park. That was a really fun attraction, as well as the Shaman roller coaster, which is one of the park's older roller coasters that they fixed up. Used to be old and beat you up. Now it's actually pretty smooth, except for one part. They messed up one part, and it's not smooth at all on the back end of one of the corkscrews. But still a much better ride than it probably used to be. But there we go. That's Gardaland. A fun place, a wonderful place, a place I would love to get back to at some point. And if you have any questions about Gardaland, let me know in the comment section below. And thank you very much for watching.